Hello everyone, this is Robyn. Welcome to mypinkstamper.com. I'm so excited for today's video. I hope you love it as much as I do. My best friend has a birthday 3 days after my birthday. So my birthday is this Thursday and hers is Sunday. So and it's Karlee. Some of you know Karlee. I sewed Karlee this bag because we both knit, and so I sewed her one of my custom bags. And I wanted to make her a card that coordinated with it. So I looked through my stamp collection and I pulled out our brand new Bloom by Bloom stamp set. Now this stamp set doesn't have any words with it. So I pulled out one of my favorite stamp sets, Beautiful You, and I'm going to be using the Happy Birthday Gorgeous. And then I'm also using a background stamp, Crackle Paint. Now this is not just an ordinary card, one of my quick cards. This is for my best friend, so I wanted to sparkle it up and jazz it up. So I'm doing some embossing for you, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun with this card. I absolutely love it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. So this I don't wanna make it a super long video. So we'll start with our regular stamping. We're also going to be using the Big Shot, some embellishments, just a lot of fun here. Okay, let me just situate everything for a second. Get everything ready to go. Okay, I will go ahead and start. We're going to need a background stamp, our background piece of paper. So I'm going to grab a piece of our grid paper. This is our Stampin' grid paper. Just going to put it off to the side here. And for this, I'm using a piece of our Whisper White. Now, if you're new to my channel, my YouTube channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I will have all of the item codes and the items listed right across my screen, and also in the description, and also at the end of the video in case you missed something. You can order any of these items directly from my shopping page, mypinkstamper.stampinup.net, and I'm Robyn. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so we'll start with this piece of our Whisper White cardstock. This is cut at 2 inches by 5 inches. And I'm just going to have this on my background paper. And I'm using 3 colors that coordinate. I'm using 2 colors that are kind of similar, just a lighter version of each other and darker version. I'm going to go ahead and start with our Highland Heather Classic Stampin' Pad. I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to use this flower right here, and I'm also going to be using this part, and then I'm using this one right here. So those are the 3 that I'm using from this stamp set. Now, where did I put it? I'm just going to ink up my flower and stamp it kind of on and off. That makes my paper look more flowing and more of a pattern, that it's not just in a box. You don't have to keep everything inside your little dimensions here. Okay. I'm going to stamp just all over like this. Okay, now I'm done with that stamp, and I'm done with the Highland Heather. Now I'm going to pull out my gorgeous Grape ink pad, and I'm going to take the middle piece. In this one, you can line it up if you want. It's not absolutely necessary. I will do my best. And there are different tricks so you can line them up all the time. You can mark them up so they line up, but I didn't. This is one of our photopolymer stamp sets, so you can see through it, which is very nice. I'm not even trying to line these up. Wow. Wow, Robyn. And they're doing pretty well. Okay, whoops. So now I have those. Now I'm going to take our next color, which is our Mint Macaron. A nice soft green, a minty green, Mint Macaron. And I'm going to take the leaf. I forgot that I'm also using the leaf. And I'm going to add some leaves in here. Kind of squish them in here my bestest. And however you want them, there's really no wrong way to do this. This is your own art. You do it however you'd like it. Okay, so I have my leaves in here. And now I am done with my regular stamping. Now I'm going to take some items for embossing. Let me go ahead and I'm going to fold this in half, this piece of paper for embossing powder so it doesn't get all over. And I'm going to be embossing this piece right here. There's a lot of different fun things we could do with this. We could emboss the whole thing in clear, make it shimmery and shiny, but I'm going to go ahead and add some silver elements because I'm actually trying to coordinate with that bag that I showed you earlier. So I accidentally, I used this on wet ink, but that's okay. I didn't mean to. So I'm going to put the embossing buddy over the top of that. That'll help with the static so the little flecks don't just stick everywhere. And I'm going to pull out my silver embossing powder. And I like to just store them in these Tupperware. I usually have like 4 or 5 of the embossing. I just pour them in there. So I have a nice amount because I do emboss quite a bit. This is our VERSAMARK watermark pad. And this pad is perfect for embossing. It stays wet and sticky a little bit longer. I'm going to go ahead and start with these to the left. So I have those in the VERSAMARK. Then I'm going to go ahead and just take my embossing powder. And you can just go over the top of this. I don't really need that paper much for this. And then tap it off. And then now I'm going to use our heat tool. This is our heat tool. And I'm going to put it on setting 2. And I'm just going to hold it there. There's no need to rotate it. You don't have to do it underneath. I just stick mine right on top and it's fine. And I could have, let's see, you'll see it changing consistency. I did get a little bit of speckles, but it kind of works with this card. It's nice and sparkly. Okay. Turn that off. And I'm going to do the other side. Go ahead and just put this little flower in the center. I just wanted it a little more blingy than I had it. It never hurts to add the bling and sparkle. And if you've never embossed before, what are you waiting for? It's so much fun. And your family and friends will be so impressed with you, and it's very simple to do. I'm going to go ahead and do this right here. Okay. So that's all I'm going to do right there. Let's go ahead and set this aside. We don't need the silver anymore. We are going to be doing a little more embossing in just a second. I guess we'll go ahead and do that first. I have the happy birthday stamp from the Beautiful You. And I'm going to grab my scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock right here. And I'm going to take my VERSAMARK. Actually, I'm not using the VERSAMARK on this one. I'm going to show you another technique. If you're super quick, you can actually use our regular stamp pads. Now these are, if yours are nice and juicy, if yours have dried out a little bit, you can purchase our re-inkers and freshen them up. So I have a nice and inky, gorgeous grape ink pad. And I'm going to get my clear, this is the clear embossing powder. I'm going to get that ready to go. And I'm going to stamp this just in the middle with the gorgeous grape. And then if I'm kind of quick enough, I don't have to be super quick, I could just put the clear over the top and that'll pick up, it'll stay on the wet ink, and then you can just emboss that. And have a nice, gorgeous grape embossed sentiments. Like that. So this is nice and embossed, and you probably can't see it very well, but it's shiny and it's perfect. As perfect as can be. All right, I forgot we do have a little more embossing, so we will do that while I have everything out. And for this one, we are using a piece of our silver foil sheet. This is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I am using the silver embossing powder again. I forgot, but good thing I remembered. And now we are using that Crackle background stamp set. Now when I'm using our background stamp sets, I just use one of my Big Shot cutting pads. I just buy a pack, and then the one that hasn't been, if you haven't used it, it's nice and flat still. I have embossing powder all over mine. I accidentally got it on there. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I do. It just makes it easy, and then I don't have to have the big acrylic huge block out. This is super light, very easy to use. Now with this one, we are going to use the VERSAMARK, and we are going to use the silver. So I'm going to go ahead and get my silver out and ready. This one is going to make a little more of a mess, so you will need your background ink pad for this. Your background paper for this. All right, so we'll go ahead. I'm trying to make this a shorter video. It already looks like it's long, but this is a wonderful video for just different fun techniques. So hopefully it's worth the extra minutes. I try to keep mine under 10 minutes long if I can help it. Now I'm using this silver, and I do want to use, really quick, I just want to put the embossing buddy over it. I don't want to stick. It's going to stick a little bit. It just sticks more on the foil. Now I'm going to put this on here without moving it around too much. Get that nice and inky. And then pull it off. And I have my, just ignore those little bumps. Those are just from when I was pressing it on there. Okay, now I'm going to take silver and put silver on silver. Look at this. Okay. Ta-da. And I'll give it a nice tap, 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 tap. My kids are home today because it's Martin Luther King's birthday, and I'm working and my husband is working today, so, and we're snowed in. It's a nice day just to stay home and craft. Okay, now I'm going to use my heat tool again, and I start, make sure that it's facing away from you. Start on the whatever side you want, but I usually start in the middle and I go out. And you'll see it change consistency. It's all shiny and beautiful. And it coordinates with this bag. I can't wait to show you guys them together when I'm done. Okay. Okay. I think I got all of that side so you can see the difference. And then this side's still powder. You can actually emboss from the bottom. That kind of helps sometimes with the curling. But once you put your adhesive on it, it doesn't matter. It'll lay flat for you. All right. And I'm going to finish doing this. Okay. I'm going to set this aside. Now I'm going to pull out. I'm going to put this over here. My embossing. Make sure it's not on my background. This is our Stampin' Up! Big Shot. And I'm going to put this Happy Birthday. And then I'm also going to take a piece of our gorgeous grape cardstock. This is just a scrap piece. They come in 8.5 by 11 sheets. And now I'm using our brand new stitched rectangles. And I'm going to put this size rectangle on this one. And I'm just going to run it through. Is that straight? I think I just threw it on there. I didn't even straighten it. All right, I have a Happy Birthday, Gorgeous. Happy Birthday, Gorgeous. I'm going to run that through. And then that's all of the Big Shot work I'm doing. Set this aside. And I'm going to just pull these through here. Just peel it off that. And I just carefully put my finger up here. These are newer, so they're a little bit stickier. There you go. Okay. Let me pull this one off here. And then I'm going to do my Happy Birthday, Gorgeous one. Okay. And now it's time to put our card together. So I'm going to go ahead and take this piece here and add some of our snail adhesive on the back. And I'm going to layer this up with this gorgeous grape because it's so gorgeous. What a perfect name for this color. Now we're going to take this piece that we embossed right here, and I'm going to add this to the top right here of this paper. And I'm going to use our snail adhesive on all 4 sides because I have wet embossed it, heat embossed it, and it gets a little wiggly, so this helps it to lay flat. And I'm putting this at the top of my paper, of my heat embossed background. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just leave this like this for a second, and I'm going to take some of our gorgeous grape green striped ribbon, and I'm going to cut a little swatch off. These are our paper snips. Man, I'm trying to go fast. I'm so sorry. It's a longer. This is more of a real tutorial. This is one of my this is like a small version of one of my online class videos. Those are the full versions. They're not so quick. All right, so pretty, so pretty. There we go. Okay, my tape is hanging off. This is just regular tape. This is not like craft tape. I just like to use regular kitchen tape. All right, now I'm going to take a piece of our gorgeous grape cardstock. It's cut at 5.5 and it's 8.5 inches wide. You can get 2 sheets or 2 cards out of 1 sheet of cardstock. And I'm going to fold this in half using our bone folder. I have so many little gadgets in my craft room to play with. Okay, now I'm going to take our snail adhesive again, and I'm going to add adhesive on all 4 sides and a little in the center like I just did. I think I must have some stuff everywhere. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much. And I'm going to put this on here like that. Make sure it's nice and down. I'm going to take my Happy Birthday Gorgeous. I'm going to take some of our Stampin' Dimensionals. I think 5 will work. So I'll put 1 in each corner, 1 in the center. There we go. Like so. And I'm going to put this off to the right like this. And now I'm not done. I'm going to use some of our glitter enamel dots. And I like to use our bone folder to add these. I'm going to add these grape ones to the center, just on top of the silver. You know, this is for my best friend. So everything, she gets everything. She gets the works on her card. If I can get this off here. She gets the works. I'm just going to use 3 because those are the only middles that are really exposed, like that. And then I'll take a little more of this ribbon, run it through, and I'm just going to tie it like this and like this. Okay, and just cut it across so you can still see the happy birthday. And now we have our card. I didn't even sing for you today. Here is our card, and here's the other one I made when I designed it. And let me show you what it looks like with this bag. You guys, I'll have a picture at the end too. So cute. Look at how cute they look together. Just so fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new and you're not subscribed yet, give me a thumbs up if you like this video and click the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Do not forget to hit the little bell, and then you'll be notified when I have a new video. And I have a lot of new video tutorials coming up, so you're not going to want to miss one of those. I hope you have a wonderful day. You can find me at mypinkstamper.com, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.